Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Mary. Now I do have Capitan laying right next to me. I'm not sure if he'll make an appearance or not, but he is right next to me. In today's video, which I'm going to tell you things that I cannot live without. Being a pet owner and owning multiple pets, I'm sure you guys wonder, or actually people comment all the time like your house must be super dirty and stinky and dusty, and you know, it's not at all because I am a very OCD person. So I now have a routine to keep my house spick and span. My house does not smell. You probably would not know that there's this many reptiles in here. And I'm going to give you the tips to help your life out, because these are just like kind of obvious things, but you just might not think of. But all these things really help me on my day-to-day, and hopefully will help you out too. It'll be for the reptiles and the dog and my dogs also, because I do have 3 dogs and all of them shed hair. So hopefully this will be helpful to you guys. If you are new to my channel, it would mean the world to me if you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, follow me on all socials. Links are going to be down below like always. I'm sorry if you hear like some pounding going on. It's my tortoise. I probably should have fed him before filming, but here we are. So let's dive in, and this is going to be like in no particular order. Just I use pretty much all these things on a daily basis. Now my first thing I recommend that I really didn't really consider for the longest time, but has helped my house stay like dust free, and that's an air purifier. I also have like a bird too, so it just gets my living room really dusty. And for like the longest time I just had one and would rotate them all throughout the house. But now I have a air purifier in every one of my rooms, and there's just like way less dust than what I've noticed before. It helps cut my cleaning time in half. Also, you need to breathe good air. Having this many animals, like sometimes my enclosures could get pretty dusty if I'm not spraying it. Or it's stinky as well. If one of my reptiles goes to the bathroom, like my corn snake, I don't have a window to open it up and like get the smell out. So purifiers just help so much. They're pretty inexpensive these days, and you can buy them like on Amazon. I'm telling you, I've just noticed like how less dusty my house is ever since I put them in the room. A second thing I really rely on, it's kind of a luxury to have, but honestly at the end of the day it's just a nice security to have, and that's cameras in the house. Obviously I have outside cameras, but cameras in the house just to always check in what the dogs are doing. I know a lot of people sometimes do like to put cameras inside their pets' enclosures, and I think that's super cool just to spy on them to see what they're doing. Some of these cameras these days are like cordless, so you don't even have to worry about cords. They're really inexpensive, and like I said, it's just like a nice thing to have. Let's say you're running a little bit late than usual, want to check in on your dog. Sometimes it could be like a negative thing because I'll be just finding myself distracted and making sure everything's okay with him, especially when he was a puppy and we were gone on our honeymoon. I had to like take the app out because I was checking on him all the time. But it's just like a nice security, and also just a security for yourself, especially if you live by yourself. Just nice to know what's going on. For my reptiles and my dogs, everybody needs water, and I used to use the Zoomed like little blue dots for my reptiles to like dechlorinize the water if it was harsh from like the sink. But now what's made my life so easy, and I use it for the dogs as well, because the dogs should not be drinking water straight out of the tap, and I get like the water purifiers. Now you can buy those, you just fill them up and it filters the water for you, and there you go. It saves you money like having to buy gallons of purified water already. I know eventually you will have to buy, like change the filters on them. I feel like I don't spend as much money going and buying gallons of water all the time, because I have to fill up a lot of water dishes. 3 dogs, they drink a lot of water. So it's just it's nice to have. Or you can also just get your a tap filter like on top of the water fountain that you have, like on top of your faucet. You can add one too. I haven't used that, but I have a few different, I have like 3 different water filters. I just always keep them filled up and it seems to help and everybody likes it. Plug-in timers. I'm sure most reptile keepers know about this. Set a timer for your lights to turn on and off. It's also good for the dogs because if time changes, you're out a little bit later. I hate coming home and the lights are off for my dogs. I feel so sad that I left them in the dark. That rarely ever happens, but when it does, I'm like, ugh. So I've recently just changed them all to timers, or you can even get like, there's apps these days where you can turn on your lights from home. It's 2025. We got so many luxuries these days, but timers are so nice, especially if you have multiple reptiles like I do. It just gives them, you know, a better like window of light and heat. So I highly recommend them. I rely on them all the time, especially when I'm on vacation. If I need it, and if I just need to turn the light on to make it look like somebody's home. Timers, they're great. Like back in the day, these weren't that great, but humidifiers now are super easy and run great. I used to have some before for my chameleon to keep the humidity up because a chameleon needed high humidity, and that would always leak and or dry out and the motor would die. But now these days they have some really nice humidifiers. I like to use them sometimes just for my plants in my living room, but it's really nice for my frogs that really depend on the high humidity. I got one from, what is it called, Reptile? Yeah, Reptile sent me one. And this one is so nice. It's super easy to like fill up to. You don't have to take it out, fill it like the old style ones. And it's on a timer too as well, so I know for sure that my frogs are getting the moisture that they need. So it's also good, like I said, for plants and for yourself as well. I love a good humid room for my skin. Get one now these days. Back in the day, I wouldn't say they were worth it, but now they're great. When it comes to like the summertime, I don't know why, but sometimes I get a lot of gnats in here, maybe just because the heat is a little bit hotter, and they'll be everywhere. Sometimes I'll find them in my drinks, so we can handle that really easy. You can get like gnat stickies, but sometimes those aren't like the best because you can get them stuck to things and they're just kind of gross looking. But now they make little plugins that the little gnats will just attract to, and then they stick to the light. Definitely really helpful if you have like reptile room like I do. Like I said, in the summertime, the gnats come out like crazy. Wintertime, there's not that many, but I have the plugins that are super nice if you don't want to do the old school stickies. Those still work really well. I'll hang them up like right there and I will catch a bunch, but yeah, the plugins work great as well. I feel like this is pretty obvious, but I've bought a lot of vacuums in my day, and what I've learned from vacuums is when you buy a nice quality vacuum, it's just way worth it because it actually will pick up stuff when you're running through. Now for me, I have OCD, and with 3 dogs that all shed, I really want to make sure I get all the hair off my hallways and just to make it look nice and clean. But now I recently got like a robot, a Rumbo, I think they're called, Rumbo. And it's like a little vacuum that sweeps through my living room. The dogs don't seem to mind it. I know sometimes dogs do, but just nice to keep the dirt out. Also, if have reptiles, you know, enclosures, dirt comes out of enclosures and it's sometimes really messy. So I know it's all really obvious, but a really good vacuum, like my favorite one was probably my Dyson one because it was portable, charged it really good. But to keep my house really clean and like being able to get, like, I've had some cheap ones and they just are not the same suction as a nice one. So vacuum. Okay, so we're getting down to like the last 3 things that I would suggest to help keep your house clean and your reptiles safe. And honestly, I've been doing a lot of research on flea medicine and just have not been hearing very good things about it. So I've changed over to Flea Spray, flea and mite spray for the dogs. It's like an all natural spray, and you can spray it on your furniture, your carpet, and then your dogs. Did it last summer and everybody seemed to like no problems. I know it is really controversial putting your dog on flea medicine pills because like the heartworm and stuff, but if you get them tested often to check for it, I feel like it's kind of unnecessary. And also I will spray it just in the reptile room in case I see like any ants come around. It just is a preventative for fleas, mites, and then also ants, because I was getting really bad ants in this room and nothing was stopping it, like ever until I started spraying it around the room, and haven't gotten any, so that has helped me out a lot. With all the fire scares going on in California, I think this is super smart. I have had one in my window forever, but you can get like a little, I guess it's like a window sticker, and the firefighter, it says for firefighters, pets to save, and you can put, you know, how many dogs, 3 dogs, how many reptiles to save, just so as you put it by the front door, God forbid anything happens, that when they go in there, they know how many animals that they're looking for, especially if you have multiple pets. I went on Amazon for $1.99. Mine's like 3 dogs, 2 bearded dragons, 1 tortoise. It's just like, they're probably like, oh my God. But yeah, it's just a good precaution to have. We're getting down to the last thing, which might not be necessary for everybody, but my dogs, it seems to soothe them. And I do have like an Alexa that plays music that I can change or even talk to them through the speaker. I like to have some type of background sound on for them, just in case, like, I feel like when the house is so quiet, they'll hear any little thing and start barking, which, I mean, obviously I want them to bark if they hear something, but sometimes it's just unnecessary. So I do like to play some music for them or put some YouTube channel on for them. And also you can talk back to them on them. So it just helps, I think. Those would be the top 10, I think maybe, or there's probably more than 10 things that really help me on a day-to-day basis. Keep my house in some kind of order. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys. Comment down below if you use any of these things, what you think. Comment down below if I missed something that really helps you out. I'm planning on doing a vlog here soon, since we haven't done a vlog in a while. You guys always love to see Capitan. Sorry, he did not appear. He's right here. Cappy, come here. Let me see if I can get him up. Always to say hi to you guys. Come here, baby. You want to say hi? Come on. Oh, he's a good boy. See, he's right here. Come here. I promise you guys he was here the whole time. Come here. Oh, he's a good boy. You say hi? You say hi, baby. You want some food? You want a carrot? You want a carrot? Say hello to your friends. They're on here. Thank you guys so much, and until next time, we will see you in a vlog, hopefully. You guys always love to see Capitan with all the animals. Until next time, we will see you guys. Bye. Oh, he's stretching. He's stretching. You're finally making an appearance.